How to use rosemary safely. Forms, dosage, and precautions. If the first two parts of this deep dive revealed rosemary's remarkable cognitive potential, part 3 brings us to the most practical, and perhaps the most important, question of all. How do you use rosemary safely? Because while rosemary is one of the world's most ancient medicinal herbs, and while modern research supports its cognitive benefits, the line between helpful and harmful can be surprisingly thin. So, let's explore how to incorporate rosemary into your daily life in ways that are safe, effective, and grounded in evidence, not guesswork. The golden rule of rosemary: low doses, consistent use. One of the clearest findings in rosemary research is this: low doses support memory. High doses do not. In fact, a clinical study cited by drugs.com found that 750 milligrams of dried rosemary leaf powder improved memory speed in older adults, while 6 grams, 8 times the amount, actually impaired performance. This is a crucial insight. It means rosemary works best when used in small amounts, consistently, without jumping to high-dose supplements. So, let's break down the safest and most effective ways to use rosemary. Form 1. Fresh rosemary. Fresh rosemary is the most traditional and widely used form. It's safe, aromatic, and easy to incorporate into meals. How to use it? Add 1 to 3 small sprigs to roasted vegetables, soups, or meats. Steep a sprig in hot water for a mild herbal infusion. Crush the leaves slightly to release more aroma. Why is it safe? Fresh rosemary contains lower concentrations of volatile oils than dried rosemary or extracts. This makes it gentle on the digestive system and ideal for daily use. Cognitive benefit. The aroma released during cooking or crushing the leaves may support alertness and memory, a subtle but real effect. Form 2. Dried rosemary. Dried rosemary is more potent than fresh rosemary because the water has been removed, concentrating the oils. Safe amounts. According to culinary and safety guidelines, typical amounts range from 1/4 to 1 teaspoon per dish. Cognitive benefit. Dried rosemary is the form used in the memory speed study, and the effective dose was 750 milligrams, roughly equivalent to 1/4 teaspoon. When to be cautious: large amounts of dried rosemary, several teaspoons or tablespoons, can irritate the stomach and may cause side effects in sensitive individuals. Form 3. Rosemary tea. Rosemary tea is a gentle, aromatic way to enjoy the herb. How to prepare? Steep 1–2 teaspoons of dried rosemary in hot water for 5 to 10 minutes. Drink up to 2 to 3 cups per day, spaced out. Why is it safe? Tea extracts only a portion of rosemary's oils, making it milder than supplements or essential oils. Potential benefits: mild cognitive support, relaxation and reduced stress, improved digestion. Form 4. Rosemary, extracts and supplements. This is where things get more complicated. Rosemary supplements often contain concentrated extracts, far stronger than anything found in food. What does the research say? Low doses, around 750 milligrams, may support memory speed. High doses, around 6 grams, may impair cognitive performance. WebMD warns that very large amounts of rosemary leaf or undiluted oil are likely unsafe and can cause vomiting, sun sensitivity, and skin redness. Who should avoid supplements? Pregnant individuals. Risk of miscarriage. People with bleeding disorders. Rosemary may increase bleeding risk. People allergic to aspirin. Rosemary contains a similar compound. Anyone taking blood thinners. Anyone with epilepsy or seizure risk. High camphor content may be problematic. General rule: if you're considering supplements, consult a healthcare professional first. Form 5. Rosemary essential oil. This is the most concentrated and the most misunderstood form of rosemary. Important safety facts: never ingest rosemary essential oil. WebMD states that taking undiluted rosemary oil by mouth is likely unsafe. Essential oils can cause vomiting, kidney strain, and in extreme cases, seizures when ingested in large amounts. Essential oil is safe for aromatherapy when used properly. Safe ways to use rosemary essential oil. Add 3-4 drops to a diffuser, the amount used in cognitive studies. Mix 1-2 drops with a carrier oil for topical use. Avoid applying undiluted oil directly to the skin. Cognitive benefit: aromatherapy studies show improved task accuracy and processing speed, likely due to inhaled 1,8 cineole. Who should avoid rosemary entirely? Based on safety data from WebMD and drugs.com, rosemary should be avoided or used with caution by 1. Pregnant individuals. Medicinal amounts may stimulate uterine contractions and increase miscarriage risk. 2. People with bleeding disorders. Rosemary may increase bleeding and bruising. 3. People allergic to aspirin. Rosemary contains salicylate-like compounds that may trigger reactions. 4. People with seizure disorders. High camphor content in rosemary oil may increase seizure risk. 5. People taking certain medications. Use caution if taking blood thinners, antiplatelet drugs, ACE inhibitors, diuretics. Always consult a clinician if unsure. Signs you're using too much rosemary. According to WebMD and safety reviews, excessive rosemary, especially in concentrated forms, may cause stomach upset, vomiting, sun sensitivity, skin redness, allergic reactions, kidney strain, increased bleeding, in extreme cases, seizures. If any of these occur, stop using rosemary and seek medical advice. So what's the safe, effective sweet spot? For most healthy adults, culinary use: 1/4 to 1 teaspoon dried rosemary per dish. Tea: 1-2 teaspoons dried herb per cup. Aromatherapy: 3-4 drops in a diffuser. Supplements: only under professional guidance. Essential oil ingestion: never. This approach aligns with both traditional use and modern safety data. Now that we've explored how to use rosemary safely, Part 4 will take us into the final and most cautionary chapter: the toxicology of rosemary. What happens when you take too much? Why essential oils are especially risky. Hidden interactions and overlooked dangers. How to balance benefits with safety. And the final, around the or call to action.